He's one of the favorite people in the Caribbean. Film, stage, and whatever you want him to do. He's a man of many parts, not all working, but he will try to see if he can get his mouth and his brain together tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for none other than Mr. Errol Fabian.
I am Destiny Pierre.
I am Kylie Darius.
I'm me.
I am Karima Richard.
And you're about to watch Caribbean Inside TV.
Enjoy. Boom.
Well, hello there.
You are watching Caribbean Inside TV, the engine room of culture.
Ladies and gentlemen, two people will be coming on now from Trinidad and Tobago. This is the first time that she'll be appearing here at the gymnasium. She's one of the most loving, sweet persons, personality of this world, a smile for everybody, a helping hand, and a good friend of ours in Barbados. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is BUELAH, and she's accompanied by our friend and yours, Mr. Courts Trinidad, of course, Errol Fabian. Give it up for the Trinidadian duo.
But Jerome, you have on your clothes wrong side.
Oh shit, don't study it.
But what happened, like again, senile?
Millie, at my age it have nowhere else for me to go, alright? So I go in senile.
But according to tradition, you're supposed to wear your clothes on the right side.
Yes, but tradition could be wrong. Why you don't just shut up and leave me alone?
What happened, Jerome?
Nothing happened.
So when you getting on so far, why do now?
You ain't do nothing, alright? Shit.
So when you getting on so far?
You had to push me off last night.
I was tired, Jerome.
Well, if all day up and down in the kitchen only looking for things to eat to fill your fat self, you must be tired. How you expect to have energy in the night to do important things?
But Jerome, you're custom shooting off your missiles on your own.
Well, Millie, my missiles need a target, all right?
So that is what you're vexed for?
Well, any man will get vexed for that. What do you think, I was a priest?
Jerome.
What?
You're tired, you're getting all you know.
I get it old, but I ain't cold. My hormones acting up, and I could whine.
Look how long it is taking to stand up and sit down. You know how long it has been waiting on you? Just how we say you're coming and you just come.
You know, Millie, for years you've been having patience with me. Why it is now you're running out of patience, eh?
But it doesn't move like a patient, Jerome. Anyhow, I'm going to try next time, okay, love?
You hear how they just use that word? Eh? You hear how you just use that word? You hear how you sound?
How?
You like if it's good morning, you say, no, they don't use that word love properly. You just say love and it's done.
So what, you want to beat me for that?
If I was a politician, you get it already.
I would have reported to the media.
And what that would have do?
The whole nation would have know how you're heartless.
UNCI don't give a ass about the media.
Jerome, how you getting on so? Like you have to get a young woman, yes?
You see, what you encouraging me in, all right? when you see a go out there and really get a young woman, you go find out. Don't quarrel, you know.
Look at the nasty old stinking quake.
But it's you that suggested to me. I didn't just come up with that just so it's you who suggested to me.
But Jerome in the twilight, yes.
Yes, but my eyes still twinkling like stars. What?
When you see the cataract flare up on you, don't come by me, you know. Jerome.
What?
That young woman he was talking to, what all he was talking about?
Huh? You see, that is the young thing I tell you that like me, you know. She tracking me. Yes, I feel she want me. She must be know I still have it.
Jerome, you shame.
Shame for what? That does go on in Hollywood all the time, you know.
You living in Hollywood? Eh? You live in Hollywood?
No,
how old is that woman?
Well, she over 21.
How old she is?
She old enough.
Jerome, how old is the woman?
21 and a half.
But you 88 and a half, Jerome. Why are you a young woman?
If she approach me, you know. I mean, why you want to do with the young man? You think I Patrick Dollop, you have a run-down man all about the place? Old woman.
But you're robbing the creator.
She that rocking the rocking chair. And she approached me, you know, she tell me she like older men.
But how are the old men so like back in times?
I don't know, it's years now I trying to figure out that.
That is the same woman that was dropping words for me the other day.
Yes, Millie. And I see when you answer, she back with the finger.
I didn't answer she back, Jerome.
Yes, Millie. Yeah, let me tell you something. No mind all, get me see that hand you was there come. No mind all the rest of finger cut off because it has sugar. You see that one finger? That middle finger you have to do plenty damage, girl. It's so them young people that's cuss you.
What?
Yes! And Jenny feel it when you show she the finger.
I didn't raise my finger for Jenny.
Yes, she see it and she feel it. That's what we are talking about. She asked me, how come you're so fresh for an old woman?
People are cussing them middle finger now.
Yes! You know that?
Jerome, it's weeks now. I want to tell you something.
What? You only promising and promising and promising. They want to tell you.
Well, Jerome, where you getting so far? Them children coming just now, you know.
But I'm glad at least them going to come. Somebody coming.
Jerome, why we can't live like Vibert and Susan? They don't fret like we.
Vibert dead. Vibert has been dead for a long time. That is why he don't fret.
I know he dead, but I never hear him fret with Susan.
Maybe that is what killed him. You know, people that need excitement in their life.
Too much excitement is good for people like we, Jerome.
Yes, but I'm not getting none. I need some excitement, Millie.
You have to be careful, Jerome. Just the other day you had bypass surgery.
That don't mean you have to bypass me, Millie. Millie, my heart's still strong. Don't frighten for me, you know, Millie. You hear what I'm telling you? Me, not one of them politicians. I don't study what people have to say about me, you know.
Jerome, what was you bringing the politicians and we confusion for? Jerome,
What?
Look at Anthony and Shelly. 25 years they married. And I never heard Anthony argue with Shelly.
Anthony cannot argue with Shelly. Shelly is who have the money. He has to take what he gets.
You have a plaster for every soul, eh?
I don't have no sauce, Millie.
What you don't so? Jerome, you know, last night when they emptied the pose through the window, you went down the neighbor.
You lie.
You didn't hear him quarreling afterwards.
Well, he doesn't be quarreling all day, whole night anyway, so me I know what that's quarreling for.
I had to apologize for you.
Eh? He get it? So what you say?
He tell me my mother.
Hey, don't say that here. Yes, is that people?
Well, I must tell you what you tell
Well,
me.
you can tell me later when we go back, so you can tell me later, right? It served him good. I should wet him down again today.
You taking this to make a joke?
So, Millie, you're cooking?
Yes.
Why then you're cooking?
I'm cooking for my vision.
Too much of starch, Millie. Too much of starch.
Starch just give you energy.
That's good, but you're not doing nothing with the energy, Millie.
Jerome, I know what's your problem, you know.
You feel so? Well, what you feel is my problem.
I feel that you feel that I don't feel the same way I used to feel when we just meet.
Well, I'm glad you feel so. Because I feel if you let me make you feel how I want to make you feel, you want to be feeling what you're feeling, you're going to be feeling something
Oh yes, Jerome, that was a nice day for both of you, yes? Jerome, why we can't live the same way as that day when we say, I do?
because we're not doing it.
How you talking, Sir Jerome?
You leave me alone. You don't ask me no longer say that question because you're not treating me right at all these days.
What happened to you?
My back. Millie, my back.
Look. It's not ready and baby back to work at some man.
Oh shit, man. That is all you could offer me, ready and me. I tell you, my back ready. Listen, you know how long you tell your husband you're good looking?
Because you had no look.
So what you married me for then? Eh? What you married me for?
What are you talking about?
I know what you married me for, you know.
You know something, Jerome? You talking as if you're going to stop loving me when I'm dead.
That's not true, Millie. Look, I love you now, and you're done dead.
I find you getting sarcastic with me, though.
I find you getting cold with me.
Oh, you're overheating me cooler now.
As a radiator, Millie, I need water.
I don't want to disappoint you, Jerome, But them kind of late hours in the night, you just get excited. I just get real tired.
8 o'clock in the night is not late. But what are Ran doing late? Like I go out to get a rat to run through the bedroom every night. I don't be wanting you to get all excited and then be quiet. I only see a rat party and you're raising up your clothes, all kind of thing. It's 15 years you ain't raise up your clothes for me.
Wait there.
The rat go on. You think he go stick around with you jumping around, so? Suppose you step on him.
You're gonna lift me up, Jerome. Jerome.
So go where?
In the bedroom.
So far.
Quick now.
Millie, don't hurry me up. You know I'm thinking and planning I have to do before I can lift you up.
What, man? Come to Jerome. Come quick now.
Tell me come quick. You're reminding me of the honeymoon. Come quick. Guys all the telling me all night.
I don't give a sick, you dirty man.
Yeah, you the cure for my soul.
My heart break.
Is that alone that breaking these days?
Come to Jerome.
Wait, you serious about me lifting you up? Well, let me go and check next door by Harry and borrow his record because that's the only way I can move you.
So what you want that for?
You couldn't be serious.
Come now.
I could do that. Wait in the bedroom for me. I'll come in. I could come.
I can't depend on you. You do nothing now.
She good and excited now. And you know man doesn't want to kill a rat as soon as they peep the head out of the hole. I will never kill a rat again in life. She ready? Millie, you're coming. Millie.
Oh, Lord. Give him another hand, ladies and gentlemen. Errol Fabian out of TNT.
You are watching Caribbean Inside TV, the engine room of culture, and we'll be right back with much more.
Greetings, my name is David Rudder.
I am Mavis John.
Yo, this is KMC.
I'm Nicole Graves.
Hey, this is Ronnie. This is Ronnie McIntosh.
I is Brother Resistance. I am Ras Shorty Eye.
I make sure that I watch Caribbean Inside.
And so should you.
Caribbean Inside really is dynamite. Caribbean Inside really super. Was spite. Caribbean Inside. Enjoy day or night. Caribbean Inside really is dynamite.
We are back on Caribbean Inside, where history flows and knowledge grows.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for none other than Mr. Errol Fabian.
Everybody say na 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 na. Let me go down.
Good, you like that? You want to go? Come in, Mr. DJ, run it. Pump it. Stop. Oh, good. Hey, these new soca artists these days, they're not easier. Huh? You know who that was? KMC. That's them new fellas. Them is a brand new breed. There's a different, not like Kitchen and them fellas who used to sing, Audrey, where you get that sugar? You remember when you go slow so? Darling, there is nothing sweeter. Now it's a different thing. Oh, everything changed in the world today, you know. Every single thing changed. Look, I am a man accustomed telling all the good evening when I come up, you know, and say it. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Oh, look, I'm a little worried. Yeah, everything changed. I went to a party last night. You want toti? That toti party? I went to a party last night, I tell you. A young man walked up to a lady and asked her, you dancing or what? I was sickened. I mean, you don't talk to young women like that in my days. When we go to a party and you're asking a lady to dance, you ask, can I have this dance, please? And fellas, we knew how to treat ladies, you know. We know them women take the time and dress up and look pretty and everything to come out for us. You know, you don't wanna, you dancing or what? You know, it's not right, it's not right, it's not so to treat a lady. But then in our days it was different, yeah? Because the DJs used to play with one turntable. And every DJ had a formula. Tell me when I lie, fellas. You know your DJ when they know who playing in the fetch, you know he going 5, 4, 7. 5 fast, 4 medium, 7 slows. So you put yourself in place. So you're dancing with your partners for the 5 fast, you're moving away for the 4 slows, for the mediums, and by the time you reach to the slows, you go over by the chicks and you ask, can I have this dance, please? And it was a nice time. And between the songs, you used to have 2.5 seconds. That's when you take off the record, put on the next one, rest on the needle, and then it starts. It was a different time. It was a beautiful time. Nowadays, everything in a mess. I went to New York the other day. I tell you, it is a mess. I thought they had crime. You know, they opened back up the Elena Bobbitt case. The USA said they're done with violence. They open it back up, and they know what to do with Elena Bobbitt. They say they are sending a message to everybody that they're not tolerating violence. They exile her. They throw her out, but no country wanted to take her, except Russia. Russia take her in very quietly through the back door. But they tell her, you have to change your name, we don't want nobody to know. So she's living in Russia now. Her name is Elena Kochakokov. It's a nice, decent Russian name. It's a decent Russian name, Kochakokov. And that she's happy there, she's doing good. You know who I saw in the news backstage just now? We have a little TV. Monica Lewinsky is in the news again. You believe that? If you see the hairstyle now, all the hair pulled back in one, neat and nice. I hear she's using Bill cream. For real. And she out for Capitol Hill, you know. They send her for a big job in the Navy now. Well, you know she loves seamen, so they send her in the Navy just now. Hurry up now, man, shit. Yeah, but now I hear that Monica Lewinsky and Elena Bobbitt get together and they open a hairdressing salon. Yes, it's called Cut and Blow. But they're doing good, they're doing good business, everything nice. It's not, them really get together, it's not easy. But I tell you about the crime scene in New York, it was dread. But I should have known I was going into a rough neighborhood. Because the ad for the apartment said, a short run from the subway. I should have known, but I didn't take it on. So next day I was cool, I was walking to the subway when this man come up to me and say, sir, could you give me $10 to get something to eat? I say, are you mad? Give you $10? In Trinidad, that is $60 you accept me. I don't even give a vagrant in Trinidad $1, go give you $60. He said, please, man, I ain't got nothing. I don't live nowhere. This ain't my jersey, this is my brother's jersey. This is my sister's pants. These are not my shoes, I borrowed these shoes. I ain't seen nothing for a week. Please give me $10. The only thing I got in this world is this gun. So I give him the $10. In fact, I give him every cent I had. But that is when I realized it's a rough neighborhood. So I went home quick and I put in a peephole on my door because I didn't want to get tired of preparing myself for it. I ain't stupid. And as soon as I finish install the peephole, somebody knock. Well, I know I safe, so I peep through the peephole. If you see one big gruesome looking man reach in through the peephole and grab me by my throat, you know, with both hands, I tell you it's rough out there. So next day now, I run into the subway because this is a short run. And I run in, when a man run across in front of me and say, excuse me, see any policemen around here? I say, no partner, I see no policemen around here. He say, wait, come on, man, I'm serious. You see any policemen around here? I said, no, there are no policemen around here. He said, good, stick it up. It's rough, it's not easy. I move out of there, I went in a place named Philly. Who is she? And she large. Put two chairs together and give you a banana, man. I tell you, I went to a place named Philly. You know where I ended up living? Next door to a nudist colony. When I peep over the wall, only naked people. Nice. I only watching nice young bodies. If I see the women and them, the jiggling and so on, you know. Nice. And I watching it. I went, well, let me join this nudist colony and get a close-up. I went, you know, it's $1,000 a month US to be in this nudist colony. I tell them, no, but it's all right. And as I leave in, I see this old man, 65 years old, going in. So I said, let me take a little see and see what's going on. He walk up to the counter, he tell them, well, I want to join your club. They say, well, sir, it's $1,000 a month. So we tell you, spend a little time, make sure that's what you want, and then you can decide. He said, no problem. He did show him to his locker room, he took off all the clothes and went out by the pool. He had his cigar alone, that's all he have on. And he sit down by the pool, and about 5 of them beautiful ladies passed. And time the 5th one passed, he went, and as it reached up so, one of the beautiful ladies came and sat over him and get down on it, and she fixed him up. Well, boy, when he finished, he went to the bar, the counter, and he tell them, this is it for me. I love this place. Here's my $1,000. Give me my membership card. They say, sir, it will take 10 minutes. We have to laminate the card. He said, no problem. I will be by the pool. I love it by the pool. And as he reach out there, his cigar fall out him out. And as he bend down for it, one of the young, strong men in the place come up behind him and they fix him up. He went back to the front desk and he tell them, this is not for me. You finished laminating the card. They say, no. He said, well, don't laminate the card. This is not for me. They say, but sir, you just told us that you are convinced that this is the place for you. He said, yes, I was wrong. You see, at 65 years old, I get an erection about once a month. But my cigar has fallen about 5 times for the day. It's all kind of thing, you know. And you know, I used to think that American people would dread. But then I went home with a partner, he just won the lotto. That man won the New York lotto and went home and tell you why, baby, we've hit it, we've won the lotto, pack. So she started packing things. She said, what to pack? He said, pack everything, girl, it's a lotto, pack everything. She said, okay, well, summer clothes. He said, pack the summer clothes. She said, winter clothes. He said, pack the winter clothes too. She said, what are you? He said, look, all your shoes there, baby, pack everything, it's a lotto. In there, all your old drawers, your old panties, pack everything. You finished, pack now out. I can't take it. I prefer the Caribbean any day. Give me the Caribbean. You know, I was home in Trinidad the other day. A man walked into the bank in Port of Spain, Republic Bank, and he tell the woman at the cashier, I come to open my blasted account in your blasted bank and give me the damn paperwork right now. She says, sir, because you know the train there. I understand maybe you have a problem at home or so, but you cannot bring it here. You would need to address me properly if I am to serve you. He said, no, address me properly, shit. What do you ask you think it is at all? I want to open my damn account here in the blasted bank and I want the paperwork now. She said, hold on, sir. She went to the manager. She said, Mr. Manager, I can't take this. The man is abusive to me. He said, but we've trained you to deal with things like this. She said, but that man is abusive. He said, miss, come and see how it's done. Sir, do you have a problem? I don't have no blasted problem. What do you ask? Everybody inside here stupid or what? I want to open my blasted account here now. He says, sir, listen, if you continue to get on like this, we will have to turn away your business. He said, you can't turn away my blasted business. Why you? You're dotish, you're stupid. I now win $15 million in the blasted lotto, and I want to open my blasted account in this bank now. The man just said, oh, and this bitch here giving you a hard time. God bless you all. Good night, folks.
According to Stalin, be a full-time lover, not a part-time joker. Like, share, and subscribe. TV family, thank you for watching.
I am Destiny P and I watch Caribbean Inside TV.
I am Larry Joseph, Caribbean King of Comedy, and I watch Caribbean Inside TV. You should do it too, because it's so fantastic.
Yo,
I'm Coach Richards. Panis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep the culture alive. Boom!
Thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure to have you here, man. Anytime.
Hello, I am Kylie and I am saying thank you for having me on CITV.